Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you all are having a great day. It's been a great day here. If you're a Cowboy fan that has been used to watching everybody like I have been for the last 9 years in free agency, leading up to it, where you always see teams getting those shiny new pieces and signing their players and making moves. The Cowboys have always been missing in action. That is until this year. And I know we're just dealing with our own players, but the fact that the Cowboys sitting here right now have re signed Osin Digazua, that they are sitting here with $17 million of cash, another 18 coming with the rollover, and potentially more if they get Micah Parsons, whom they're negotiating with now. I got to be honest with you, I'm a little bit worried that the Cowboys take care of all their business, and we're not talking about trading Micah Parsons all season, on whether or not he's going to end up having to play on his fifth-year option and get a franchise tag. The Cowboys are putting us out of business. I'm okay with that, though. I'm okay with that because the Cowboys seem to be selectively aggressive, at least right now, on trying to get this team together. Now, I'm going to be crazy here a little bit, okay? I'm going to give you this is a dream scenario, okay? So understand this is just dreaming. So we have the Cowboys supposedly linked to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, who's been injured a lot the last 3 years since he ended up having that 1,900-yard season, I believe in 2021, and being a Super Bowl champion. The Rams have wanted to trade him, of course, which nobody's going to trade for him. His contract's like $29 million. They're going to have to eat some of that, and they definitely want to get rid of him before the roster bonus kicks in, and they probably will. Now, I don't know what Cooper Kupp will cost as far as money wise, but somebody else, because today has been kind of crazy. I got my dad out of the hospital and stuff, and he's back home, happy to be home and things. Um, we had the OSA deal that came through because we were watching for the franchise tag. Forgive me for coughing. For the franchise tag. And then, of course, we ended up getting CJ Godwin signed. And then we got CeeDee Lamb going through and getting his contract restructured, freeing up some cash. And we know that Micah Parsons' deal is in the works. We got D Law potentially coming back, and so on. And knowing that we've also did a tender for Kayvon Turpin. The Cowboys have done a lot of work in a very short period of time to try to keep from coughing. While all this has been going on, we miss, or at least I missed something here. That is that the New York stinking Jets have released Davante Adams, and he is now a free agent. Let's say, for example, for a second here, let's just dream for a moment. If you're looking and saying that the Cowboys now could potentially have $90 million if they flip the trigger with Dak Prescott's contract, with the rollover money, with potential of getting Micah Parsons together, you can start looking at this and saying the Cowboys are in a win now mode. And that maybe you might want to go to the Cowboys because you know you can definitely get your social media on, as Micah Parsons put it. And you could be seen by everybody. And potentially the Cowboys are finally trying to win like they used to in old days. So let's take the idea of Davante Adams as opposed to Cooper Kupp. Now, Davante Adams is going to be 33 years old. He's not a spring chicken. Here's what's interesting about Davante Adams. Of course, last year he ended up playing at first for the Raiders. Okay, his contract with the Raiders, his cap number was 12 million and then 14 million. With the Packers, the last 2 years he was with them, 20 and 21, it was 16 million, 16 million. He's averaged about $13 million a year on his salary throughout time. He ended up getting 17, really about 18 million between being a Raider and a Jet. Here's the thing that's interesting about Davante Adams. And let me pull this up so it'll be easier to look at. Bam! Just like that. Okay. Davante Adams, what's crazy is you got to look at the last two numbers on the bottom here. He had 854 yards in 11 games with Aaron Rodgers. It's not bad, bro. That's not bad at all. That's 71 yards a game, averaging 12.7 yards. With the Raiders in 3 games, he ended up getting 209 yards. So put together, he was over 1,000 yards last year, 1,063 yards. The year before, when he was with the Raiders and it says 2 teams. How was he with 2 teams? Oh, that's listing for 24. Okay, 24. Okay, gotcha. So total, I'm sitting here losing my mind. Total 1063, 12.5 yard average, and 8 TDs. Clearly, still a weapon last year, even though he was getting Aaron Rodgers throwing for part of the time on a bad team on both of those. But even the year before, 1,144, 1516, 1553, 1374. In the last 8 years, 7 of them have been over 1,000 yards. This isn't us bringing in Brandon Cooks. This is a guy who's still got some meat on the bone. And if the Cowboys are looking to try and make a splash and give Dak a legitimate weapon, you don't have to trade for him. This is all about money. This is all about money. Now, maybe Davante Adams wants to go to the Giants if um, Aaron Rodgers goes to New York. Maybe he wants to follow him. I don't know. But that would be one of those things that I would look at right now. I can't imagine that Davante Adams would want that much more than Cooper Kupp. Again, Cooper Kupp is coming off a $29 million contract. We don't know how much of that money is going to be eaten and how cheap he'll actually work. We do know that he has his college coach is one of the coaches for the Cowboys, so that might be an inside track there. But I tell you, if you're asking me which guy would I like, I'm taking I am taking Davante Adams. That's a playmaker. And if you put Davante Adams with CeeDee Lamb, oh my God, that would truly be making a major splash and making a move. If you started putting out there Jalen Tolbert, who's coming off a 620-yard season, a Davante Adams coming off a 1,063, and CeeDee Lamb, you could spread out the field. And if Jake Ferguson is happy and we're actually able to run the football, I might go ahead and consider right then and there pulling the trigger and getting Genty. I know we're hearing that the Cowboys won't draft Genty at any price, but I tell you, if you end up getting a guy like that, you could go ahead and say it's all about really spreading out the field. And if you want to keep Dak Prescott upright, that's how you do it. You end up having a great running attack. You get the offensive line better. We're hoping that we can coach the guys up. And you have weapons that you can spread out the field. You put Davante Adams out there and CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Tolbert, it's a lot more field they have to cover that they won't be able to and get at the quarterback. So, yes, I'm dreaming. I am truly, yes, I'm dreaming. Yes, I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming about having a dynamic offense that will definitely put the dogs loose because you'll be playing with the lead on with Micah and Osa and maybe D-Law as well as some of the other guys. But we'll see. Davante Adams, free agent, free to sign with anybody. And I would definitely kick the tires on that guy. All right, you good people. Peace out.